In this video, we'll talk about the top 10 network admin tasks in a production network. Okay. And just a bit of rundown, we're going to discuss about node conversion,
firewall port opening,
VLAN creation,
bandwidth shaping,
OS upgrade,
enabling NAS,
MAC tracing,
resiliency testing,
BGP activation,
and Active Directory.
and later on we can discuss other bonus topics as well. And this is basically for aspiring network admin professionals as well as experienced professionals. This would be a good breakdown of these tasks. So moving on, let us go with node conversion. So Grace, can you tell me a little bit about node conversion?
Ren's node conversion is done when there is a new project that will be seated on a specific site, and also if there will be a project that will be transferred from one site to another. Of course, we will need to convert the node to the specific VLAN they are using in order to access the site they want to access.
Yeah, that's right. And typically here, of course, I think it's also worth mentioning that if you're closing a project at a particular site, you're going to basically remove all the ports or probably assign them to an unused VLAN.
Yes.
Okay. And Grace, what are the typical switches that we're using?
For Cisco, some switches are Cisco 2960 series, and also we have HP or Aruba switches. Also, some companies also using Juniper switch.
Yeah, like 2300 and 4300. So with node conversions, we typically deal with ports in the access and distribution switches. I think it's not what do you call this? It's not typical that you access the core switch for node conversion unless you probably are looking for the node or looking for tracing for some sort of node. Is that right, Grace?
You're accessing the core switches?
Oh, so typically access distribution switches are the ones that you deal with for node conversion, and you don't, or you rarely need to check for the core switches, right?
Yeah, if you have the cabling records, why check for the core switch? You
Okay.
can just directly convert the VLAN to the interface it is recorded in your cabling records.
That's right. And I think the only time that you're going to be dealing with the core switch is when the connection list is not updated.
Or you have no cabling records of the
Particular site.
yeah.
Okay. So during that circumstance, for as a network admin, you would probably have to allot time in looking at the locations for specific ports, and you are going to do node tracing. So that's a different task, right, Grace?
Yeah.
Okay. So aside from that, we have what we call shutting down ports. It's actually helpful if, rather than shutting down the port, you assign the port to an unused VLAN that wherein if another project is going to be assigned to that particular site, it would be easier to identify that port.
Yeah, you just connect your PC or just trace the node. But if it is shut down, you can't trace the node to the specific interface where it is connected to the switch.
Right. And of course, this also is reliant on the security policy that you are applying, because maybe they would require you to actually shut down the port.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for this first chunk for node conversion, and expect that we would create a lot of other videos from 2 to 10 for the other network admin tasks. And if you want us to continue making videos on these types of topics, don't forget to like for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to our YouTube channel, My Network Dojo, Practical IT Skills and Insight.